My name's Speweik. I live in Chicago. I'm a fifth-generation Mason. I learned the trade through my family. Literally everything that I'm going to show you guys and share with you is just stuff that I've learned over the last 15, 20 years. I have to relearn everything because my family too was all stuck in the new modern materials and modern construction technologies. So literally I had to go back and find out what my great-grandfather did in the late 1800s when he came to America, what he was using. Of course I couldn't talk to him, so I had to go out and find out how to do all this by myself. So I had to go to Europe to learn from the stonemasons there. So I went over there for several years and worked on castles and worked with masons in Europe. There's parts of the world that we consider third world, behind the times, nautical technology. I think it's interesting that we're having to go back now to those countries that are still doing it the way they did it hundreds of years ago, and now we're wanting to do the same thing again on this side. Foundations to keep the water from coming in. It looks good for a year or two. When that starts failing, it falls off. It takes with it 2 to 3 inches of historic fabric behind it because it's stuck on so well. There's ways you can analyze mortars. One is to take them fully apart and figure out what the sand is and to match the sand and then the color and ingredients. The other thing is just the color. We knew on this project the Portland cement, so we didn't need to go into a $700 test to tell us that there's no cement in it. We already know that. It wasn't available at the time this was built. And we know by the condition of the mortar, and a sample was sent into the lab where we looked at it and said, we know it's a lime mortar, we know you're pointing stone, we know we need larger coarse aggregate, so we just used our stock material and we matched the color as close as possible. You could do a full analysis which would give you all the components and matching the sand exactly. Then we would actually, in the sand library, we would make the sand match this original. And don't be bashful to use your hands either. Put some gloves on, you can pack it in. Also in some of the large areas you can throw it in like a baseball if you can keep it away from getting on the face of the wall. But you still have to go back and work it in with the tool. You notice I have to kind of shake it to get it in.